We can say hi and throw the first sponsor. What do you think?
We can. Yeah, I want to start doing the first sponsor earlier because
No, let's do it. Let's do it. Just start
fun.
and the
And they
sponsor right away.
you probably heard that
Ready?
we should have already started by now. But
I know it's 5:13. We're super late.
yeah, no, it says we're streaming. There's the welcome everyone
You were sleeping, Pat.
to to the tune to the talk to the tune.
To the tune, to the talk, to the tune, con, to good. We can hear you. But welcome everyone to Tune Talk 2. What is wrong with me? Tune Talk 2.0. I want to say hello to my co-host Jake Boy and Mr. Well happy face Mr. Pan today that he looks that he's annoyed by life. Thank you for our sponsors. Before we start, because we're a little late, I would like to pass the microphone to Mr. Jake that he got all the information about our sponsors. Because I'm a lazy ass that didn't make my job today.
Well, today's sponsors are because we are talking about politics in film and TV. We're not getting political. We're talking about movies and TV shows that are about politics. How are we going to thread that needle? You'll have to wait and see. But our first sponsor talks about politics and movies directly, usually not at the same time, but it happens. It's another podcast where you can see my beautiful mug, the Average Intelligence Podcast, and here is a bit about them right now before we get into the show. Yeah, it's
We choose to go to the moon, misbehave, and do the other
when
thing.
did we?
Weird.
Last week. Like 2 seconds.
You know, someone said that frickin' Panera's Pepsi's taste funny.
Better.
I don't have much
Well,
of
I
this 'cause I
mean-
was trying to think like
What?
Oh, we can hear you perfect, finally.
yeah, we can hear you for sure. So some
I sent you both.
difficulties.
I sent you both list in Billboard, sorry, on Instagram of the best 100 Britpop songs in the history, so we can just talk into that. There you go. Now you're connected to audio pen, but we can hear you now.
You can't hear me?
No, we
Now
can.
I can hear you. Now we can. Can you hear
Oh.
us?
Yeah.
Cool. You let us know when we're back, pen.
We are.
I mean, dude, you gotta stop doing that. Can somebody tell in the audience that Jake, this is not a game? It's like, dude, we're professional and you're not acting. You know what? I'm done.
We
I'm
are?
done. I'm done.
You're gonna run
This is
third party?
politics. Mhm. Anyway, so for this segment that we're going to talk about politics and entertainment into politics, I want to say that for a long time now, we don't watch politics anymore. We consume it like content. And that is dangerous, people. Why? Well, because people don't separate entertainment
Because
from politics.
political offices are not the new season of Survivor.
I know, but ergo, our politicians are celebrities now. I'm not talking about the Ronald Reagan, Donald Trump style. I'm talking that everyone wants to have a presence as a media presence. So
Well,
that
yeah,
hurts the country a lot.
they all want their viral moment because now whenever you watch a Senate committee hearing, everybody's trying to get in as a one-liner.
Are politicians acting like movie characters now?
Yes.
Or maybe that we're choosing leaders or we're casting them? Ask yourself that question.
I mean, a little bit of both, honestly. Like they're doing it in response to the culture, but they're also perpetuating it because at their hearts they're all children that just want to be famous.
And you know what? And I'm gonna ask the question to all our followers. Have you noticed something, right? Politics doesn't just influence movies. Movies are starting to predict politics. Have you noticed that? Sometimes it feels like real life is being governed, or at the end, it's being written. And that's the what that doesn't bother me because I've been talking about this for 5 years or more, right? at this time it's amused me how people are normalizing that. That is more important what a person say on a tweet, well now on an X, that actually on real life. That we have 200 tweets or influences or repost, and and the good legislations we don't even know about it because people want to be protagonists in politics. And as far as I know, right, the whole point to be a serving the is not to be the protagonist, is being a server, right?
I should not know who the representative for Queens, New York is. I should
I
not
don't
know.
need to.
It's Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I should not know
No,
who
no, no,
that
no.
is.
I understand your point. We don't supposed to.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because she's not my representative. I should have no idea who she is.
No, we don't supposed to know. Back in the day, it was a structure, and maybe I shouldn't talk about this because it's not the topic of the day. But probably I'm gonna do whatever I want because I'm always been a rebel. But the problem is social media. People keep to forgetting the most important difference between media and social media. It's in the name, people. It's not corroborate. It's just what people want to say because it's social. Now, we believe it. How will you feel if we create a medicine media and suddenly, just stay with me, right? John Doe that never opened a book, right? Says if you have a stomach ache, you need to put a nail in your ear and dig it. And everyone's like, oh, it's gonna work. Obviously, I got that quote from A Million Ways to Die in the West. But uh, it's gonna work. And then the other person goes and put it and feel a little good because the pain is so brutally here that his stomach is cured. And then another one, and then another one. Suddenly, whole society will forget what a doctor, a
Well,
gastroenterologist is.
you literally just described the supplement industry, but
No, but okay, but yeah, that's a great joke. But the reality is that what's happening with politics,
I wish it was a joke.
people don't need, people don't even know
Yeah,
they're politicians anymore. People don't understand, and I'm not saying you that you need to be a nerd, if you will, if I'm authorized to use that word anymore, right? A nerd for politics anymore, right?
the
But
correct term is nerd American.
first of all, don't use the correct term with me. You guys remember Hardball? Stop. Remember when he's a sportscaster? Anyway, my point is like we need to separate things. Social media cannot govern. Social media is like a god. You don't pray to them and you don't give them money, they disappear. That's the reality. People are like Facebook, Instagram, right? X. You know how many versions of X exist even before X?
Quite
You
a
know how many
few.
versions of Facebook exist even before Facebook?
Remember
Well, no, but
Friendster?
now, no, I mean,
I mean,
high five.
Friendster was a cent of MySpace.
The other one,
It was a
what's the
Facebook
previous
but
one?
better.
No, no, no. Well, actually, like, my space have a little thing that it says who you were, not who you wanted to be.
Yeah, I know. That's
MySpace was
yeah.
cool.
High
Um,
five.
High five. That's the one I was thinking.
No.
The same. People are so obtuse and blind to the fact that they believe everything that they read that they don't corroborate. So what brings me to this, the topic of today. Everything, like I say, now social media and entertainment are predicting. And I know I mentioned this, but for me, it's amazing that people didn't notice. Season 4, Arrested Development. The dad that is a real estate person, wanna be in the politics, and his term and his mojo of the whole thing is, I wanna build a wall so the Mexicans, they tested with Arrested Development. They saw that it will work, and they applied for the first time that Donald Trump ran as president. That's how easy it is. I get angry in a daily basis when I see that people don't realize that the difference between a marketing device and reality. And I'm gonna jump something different just so people open their eyes, right? I wish sometimes with our company PSX Nova that we can just drop the clients and just dedicate to put real news and send it to people. We will not make any money, right? We will be in red numbers because we cannot charge. I know Alexander is right now like, "Ah." I already have the full plan written down. It's all written down, but we don't have way more money. But before the first time that they announced that Henry Cavill was gonna be Superman, remember? People deny it. How? How that guy? He's handsome, but he's not talented. Went crazy. And a genius over there says, "Dude, let's say that he read comics and he played Warcraft, and let's pretend him that he's not a English guy, right? With perfect or whatever he the fuck is." And they make a special when they went to his basement and he was playing World of Warcraft. If you see that and you play it once, you know that you don't measure the shots like that. He learned that script, he pretend to be that, and then pose him as a really handsome nerd. What happened until the day? People are like, "Oh, I want to be like him. He's super cool." Dude, it's a marketing device. So people accept him like Superman. Everything that we see in media is created.
Well,
That's
but
what
he
is
he does play
entertainment.
he does play Warhammer, does he not?
No, bro. I
Really?
cannot say how. I cannot say how. Maybe he play now, but it was a media
Okay,
device.
that I might buy. That I might buy that maybe he didn't initially, but he does now.
Yeah, but they sell it like that, so people in the nerdy that I belong to, right? We were like, "Oh, he's cool. He can be Superman." Because how many times we see in Star Wars, Green Lantern, whatever that says, "Hey, so when you get casted," oh, I don't know anything about it. I never read a comic book. What did happen with you? Like, what the fuck are you doing it? Oh, because we forget it's
Well,
an industry.
well, and not only that, I don't think that is a standard that is inherently unfair because like I'm trying to think of a good example here, but let's take Hugh. Are we agreed that we like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine?
No, no, I never like him.
Okay, fine. God, you
He's
always
too
gotta be.
tall.
He's
Yeah, but
fine.
you can't put 5'3" Wolverine on screen. It's just not gonna
Yes, you
work.
can.
No, you
Why?
can't. They did
Because
it in
it's
Deadpool 3,
Hollywood.
and it was a joke.
Yeah, but my point is okay. I like him as Wolverine. I think I surround to the
That's cool. That's
idea
cool.
that
We
he's
can
Wolverine.
we can find a different example here. Okay. Do you we all like Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner, right? Did we? Son of a
No,
bitch.
I like
Okay,
I
Steven as
like
a
tell
man.
me.
Deadpool,
I didn't like Guy Gardner. So.
Well, yeah, but Ryan Reynolds was already a fan of Deadpool, so that doesn't work.
but wait, that's what they tell you, Jake. You
No, as
really
long
think? Let me
yes,
tell you.
as
As
I
long as
do.
what? As long as you saw a documentary, an
No,
interview,
because he fought for
everything is
10 years.
created,
Because
buddy.
he no, because he fought for 10 years to get that movie made.
Yeah, I'm not saying that not, but you know that I know that he wasn't a fan. After when he reviewed Deadpool and Green Lantern looked more feasible, and from there he started loving Deadpool. I'm not saying that they're lying. I'm saying that they correct the time in entertainment and in politics, so the fans and the followers feel a partnership, right? Involvement with the thing. When I was in Comic Con, right, talking about my movie, nobody wanted to see me, right? They got Gary Kurtz, the producer from Star Wars. I saw many people that they were there saying, "Hey, Gary's gonna be here. Gary's gonna be here." Like, no, dude. He's 79 years old and he's over there. A smart team that I have, but he selected me to direct this movie. Right away, accepted. Right away. That was a lie. We hired him. Right away. So, going back to politics, everything that we see in politics is tested in entertainment, and then we go to reality. And now it's social media. People saw it 3 times in social media and they think it's real, regardless of what it is.
Okay, so and this might not be a good enough example because this predates social media, but we all like Brandon Lee and The Crow, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Brandon Lee did not read The Crow until he was cast for that movie. And
Yeah.
he
Agreed.
and he did a fantastic job because he
Yeah, but you're
learned.
confusing. But you're confusing a fantastic job. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that a good marketing agent inside of CIA or Willis Morris, they will say, "What we're gonna do is when we talk about it, you can say, even I never knew it, but I fall in love with it, or I've been a fan my whole life." That's what I'm saying. Same with politics. You think that actually
Well, but
a
it's
politician go and
just
say what he thinks?
it's just the
You saw the
way it's just that the way that you're talking makes it seem like everything's a lie and that nobody can
yeah.
actually fall in love with the thing.
Listen to me. So I this is not mistaken. Everything is a lie and everything is reviewed for more than five people and more in politics. Did you guys saw the
You're so
senator?
cynical.
Dude, I don't give a fuck. Do you know, bro,
Totally.
that you saw the senator that was saying word by word the speech from Pulp Fiction yesterday? You guys saw that?
The senator? No, but
Yeah,
that
you saw
that
that?
doesn't surprise me because people rip shit off all the
Bro,
time.
no, no, no.
Right.
Word by word. They put
I
Samuel L.
know.
Jackson on him, right? Why? Because it works, because it has it's a precognition of knowledge in your brain.
Hey, I'm just waiting for Trump to say the speech from Independence Day. That's what I'm
If
waiting
he do
for.
that, people will love him again.
I
Can
don't.
you do it like him? Today
I don't remember.
is a
I
day
don't remember
that we're
the.
gonna eradicate because this is not about independence. This is about, yeah, dude. It's
It's appropriate that today is July 4th.
Aliens, they're so bad.
Today we celebrate our Independence
the,
Day. We're gonna blow
but
those
you're right.
alien bastards out of the sky.
He can do it right now, and he will be talking about Mexican aliens.
I, no, actually, there was a again a wrestling nerd out here for a minute. Back before they had AEW, the Young Bucks had a YouTube show called Being the Elite, and when Cody Rhodes joined up in their group, they did a whole like shot back in the '90s when WWF crashed WCW's TV taping. They knew that SmackDown was taping at the building across the street from the one that Ring of Honor was doing. So they went down there in a limo, and a crowd followed them, and they were doing the same thing. And Cody gets on the limo with a loudspeaker and starts doing the speech from Independence Day. And then, like halfway through it, the Bucks click. They're like, "Is he doing the speech from Independence Day?"
Probably, yeah.
No, he was doing it verbatim. Like it was so
Don't
it
you
was very
find
funny.
surreal
Yeah.
that a senator went and talked in front of people saying verbatim a Pulp Fiction thing?
Well,
And
no, because they
it's
frankly.
surreal, man. We don't supposed to normalize it.
Well, I mean, people quote movies all the
So
time.
people, no, 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 verbatim from the beginning to the end,
Okay, but
exactly the same.
what did hang on? What did Reagan call his space defense program?
A lie?
No,
Star-
Star Wars.
I understand that. I'm not saying, dude. I'm saying that everything that we've seen is a lie. There's so many examples. Just tell me something. I will find you the lie on it, please. Let's play a game.
Well, I mean, but just
Do you
because you
really
say
think
it's
Halo.
a
that? Do you
lie
really
doesn't mean you
think
can
that
prove it.
Kanye West is crazy? You think that Kanye is
Yes,
crazy for real?
Kanye West
Of
is
course
crazy.
not. It's all an act, dude.
I mean, I get that a lot of it is probably an act, but he's fucking
A lot
nuts.
of it is dude.
No, dude,
A nuts
like
person
I'm
doesn't
with
become
you. I'm with
billionaire
you.
and
I'm with
have
you.
contracts like him. He's extremely smart and knows
I
how to manipulate
you
the
can be
media.
smart and crazy.
No, bro. You can be smart and pretend to be crazy to pop between all this. A, a person that is he could be eccentric. I give you that. But when you're crazy, you don't have the deals that he does. He doesn't. He understands the industry so good that knows how to
Yeah, because the
manipulate it.
entire industry is crazy. They're all nuts.
Yes, but it's based on a lie.
I mean, the industry as a whole, yeah, but what all I'm getting at is that I don't necessarily believe that it's impossible for someone, even if it starts out as a, you know, publicity deal, to, well, you don't have to leave. You don't have to get mad.
No, but wait. The thing is like having a cut thing, and for a reason. Oh wow, sorry, I'm doing a free commercial. Oh sorry, this doesn't supposed to happen. Oh sorry, just remember www plus franchises. You know what I mean? Everything is created, Jake. I'm gonna quote a movie, right? That I love, the Any Given Sunday, right? Everything that we've seen is created. How many African American coaches are in the NFL? Zero.
That's not
How many
true.
people did? I know I'm talking when the
We've had
movie
this.
was.
I
I was
know.
quoting
I know.
but
I
I
know,
was
but that's
quoting the
not
movie.
true.
Everything is created. Everything that we've seen is created. Why? Because a politician, because we're going back to topic, they just is like, What I'm going to talk about today, hon, right, to his wife. Well, I really think you need to talk about taxes. You are right. No, it doesn't happen like that. He got a meeting with four advisors, a
Sure.
tax person, I think, and they come to a conglomerate of ideas, right, to talk about the right topic. Because if not, he will be in disadvantage to the other one. Back in Rome, everyone has a unique thing, and they generate groups in the Senate. Now it's not. Now there's separated groups that go and prepare. So everything is created. It's inside what I've been telling for years, the human creation, that everything that we see, everything that we eat is not real. It's real, it's tangible, but it's not real. You can go to remember McDonald's, the McDonald's situation. Oh, McDonald's is not real meat. It's been more than 20 years that says 100% beef. Remember the Kentucky, the KFC thing? Oh, it was a rat in there. Dude, nobody saw the rat. There's no there's no register about it. Everything is created for the benefit of other person. In politics, from the benefit from one party to another. I'm not talking about America. I'm talking about the world. It's like that in Italy, in Serbia. In Serbia, how many years they went on war? Because it was a holy war between Christians and Catholics. It's like, dude, you believe in the same shit. And for the record, God doesn't exist. So what you're fighting for? Have you seen God, Jake?
Power.
I mean,
Thank you.
I saw Bruce Almighty.
Have you seen God, Jake?
I saw Bruce Almighty. Yes.
I say this last podcast. When you're waiting today, we were 15 minutes late. I apologize to the audience. I was 2 seconds away to go away. Who the fuck is gonna be waiting 2,000 years for somebody that is never coming? You know what I mean? Dude, let's be honest. Let's be serious. Everything is created by humans to generate a control on society, in birth control, in consumism. Dude, I don't even like you, Jake, and we have a podcast. Anyway,
It's all a
I rest my
lie.
case.
I
Because
mean, sometimes
I hope I'm not right. Go ahead.
things that seem predictive aren't really, you know. It's like the whole Simpsons thing, that people think that the Simpsons predicted a bunch of things, you know. One of those examples is like the autocorrect on your phone. There's an episode of the Simpsons when they're in the future, and the phone autocorrects a sentence, and then years later everybody was like, the Simpsons predicted autocorrect on your phone. But I mean, they didn't predict it. It was just obvious that it was coming, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
or like in the case of many Star Trek items, like what really happened is they put it in a sci-fi show, and then some engineer nerd kid went, "That'd be really cool to have," and then they went to school for engineering, and then they were like, "Hey, I now know how to make that thing. Let's make that thing," and then they made the
Before
thing.
before I wanted to be what I am, right, an Imagineer and a performer, right, an entertainer. When I was a kid, I wanted to generate robot arms, right, for people that lose a limb. I watched Terminator. I wanted to that, but I was too lazy to
Well,
study
yeah,
that
but yeah,
fucking
but
career.
not oh God, what are those
A
called?
limb.
Prosthetic limbs were already invented. Not
Yeah, but
advanced,
not
but
like
yeah.
Terminator. Like, look,
Right,
this is was
right, but
before it was a
that's
plastic thing.
Sorry.
Now it's like this, Jake.
well, I know, but my point is that was already they were already working on that. You're talking
Dude, no, no, no.
about stuff that's
When I
been
was
around since the
8,
Civil
Jake,
War or
there
before.
were a fucking hook that just closed like
I
this, bro.
I know, but what I'm saying is like
You
the
cannot
root.
know, you fucking kiddo. You're a
Yeah, you
fucking
can.
kid.
No, they already had the crude animatronic, not animatronic, sorry, the
No,
crude
bro.
prosthetic limbs.
No, bro.
Yes, no, dude, they have
Brother,
photos. Go
brother,
look
in
at them.
1982, they didn't have that. They have a fucking thing and
That's
in
what I'm talking
imagination.
about. That's what I'm talking about. But what I'm saying is like at least in the late 1800s they had artificial limbs. You can't
Oh,
convince
yeah.
me that people
Yeah.
weren't trying to improve on those as technology
No, we're
got
talking
better.
about the same. I said I wanted to do that
I
to
know, but I'm
improve it
saying that
till it
wasn't
looks like
Terminator. That was already a thing that was happening.
Terminator was 1991. It was happening at a different level, buddy.
I know
It
that's
wasn't
what
like robotic limbs like that.
I know,
Okay,
but they
you
were
know what?
working on it.
You see? Like I say, I don't even like the guy anymore. What's going on here?
I'm just saying you can't convince me that Terminator inspired
I never said that.
Yes, you
I
did.
said
You
when I
just said
was
it.
a kid, me, myself, I wanted to do that because I watched Terminator when I was 10, 20, I mean 10, 12 years old. Me, I wanted to do that corroborating your point that when you see Star Trek, we
I
have a
gotcha.
phone call like this. That's what I say. That's what I say. You
I
see,
gotcha.
I can't deal with this guy, man. He doesn't
So
even listen to me.
what's a good political movie or show?
Okay, I got my list. I got my
I have
big
one.
list. Go ahead. Go ahead, man.
I have one that it's a comedy, but I mean it's really funny, and it really points out the real workings of politics. The movie's name is The Candidate.
Mm.
It
Yeah, the
stars
candidate.
Akis and Will Ferrell. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a funny movie, and it points out how, I mean, politics is performative. I mean, I have a big problem with democracy. I don't really believe in the concept of everybody gets to decide what we should do. I think there's a lot of problems that come with that. But I mean, if you think about it, politicians are nothing more than popularity contests, competitors. They need to win as many people as they can. And they don't even have to. I mean, if they have to lie, they will lie, but they don't even have to. They just need to get people on their side, even if they're not saying anything. You know what I mean? It's
Oh,
just
we
it's just
know.
a popularity contest. It's just to get signatures and things like that. So I think that hurts society. But if you take a look at politicians, that's what they're worried about. They're more worried about gaining people's trust and gaining and being on the good side of people than really working on problems that we might have, you know.
Sure.
So what you're saying is that politicians are Instagram models.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're basically actors.
Yeah, no. I mean, basically, Ronald Reagan and Donald Trump were actors. One really good, one a second one, but he was an actor.
Now,
I
let's
mean,
not talk badly about Mr. Reagan.
No. Why are you talking about Trump? Yeah.
Everyone
That was
knows
funny.
I'm the greatest.
I know.
Did you see The Apprentice?
Yeah, yeah. Of course we saw it.
Home Alone
Um.
2, The Little Rascals?
Well, let me tell you that Home Alone 2 was a really good movie. Not as good as one.
But I mean,
So
look
I
at what
got.
you're comparing it to. I mean, you're talking about Home Alone. I mean, it's a classic.
I think sometimes I like the second part a little more because the first one is so annoying.
Really? What's annoying about the first one?
All the
great.
17,000 assaults into an adult.
Have you seen
Like
Home
it's
Alone
unreal.
2?
Oh,
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
You
I'm
know,
just kidding.
Marv gets electrocuted in the second one, right?
I know,
yeah.
I know. Poor guy.
I mean, it's kind of like science fiction, right? Like a
Yeah.
caricature of.
Well, no, like
Yeah, you can.
here's
There's not a chance that you can pull so many tricks like that.
that's what.
The
Well,
only
but in
one
the
that could
first
work
one,
is the pizza one. The pizza one is the only one with the movie up. Remember, he put the volume up, right? And I'm gonna shoot you. That might work if the thief is really stupid. But the other ones is like, dude, don't. What you gonna throw me in the face? You know, the paint and
oh,
the
well,
blood.
Marv is not particularly intelligent.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you need to cover. Yeah, right.
No, I mean, I will say
My
the traps in the first one are at least believable that they would live through them. The second one, they should be dead 3 times over. The Fall
Yeah.
alone, the Fall would have killed both of them.
that was a good name for a sequel. The Fall Alone.
The Fall alone.
My movie for the story is All President Men.
All the President,
I
yeah.
mean, All the President's Men investigate journalism exposing the Watergate scandal. Pure realism.
Robert.
I think it's one of the best movies that portrays before the realistic of what was going on in the world back then. Now, if you ask me today, if I prefer Nixon that Trump, I will vote for Nixon today.
Oh yeah, I don't. I'll be honest. I don't think that's an unreasonable position
There's people gonna call me crazy because Nixon and Watergate.
compared to Trump. The only difference between Nixon and every other president ever is Nixon
But
got
let's not
caught.
forget something. Based on what we're telling you, maybe you. I'm talking about our audience, and I invite all the audience to be honest. You don't need to lie to me. You don't need to lie to Jake, to Mr. Penn. Be honest to yourself. How many times do you sit down without any prejudice, right? Before being judgmental, and you take the orange out, right? And the creepy hair, and sit down and see the progressive movement of the country and economy, the progressive movement of nationality, right? And you realize that it's actually is not a bad president. He doesn't have the charisma. Let me finish. But the influence of social media, for good and for bad, because now remember that we have two big parties and one third party that is like the annoying friend that always defending, right? The one that she wants, right? The libertarians, whatever, libertarians, the liberals. If you
Libyans.
actually if you analyze, he's not a bad president. He
Uh,
was from the beginning.
Second
Let me
term,
finish.
pretty bad, but I'm
They're pretty
following.
bad. The first one, I remember how all you bitches that complain about him, and I'm Latino. Let's separate the facts. I'm not talking about immigration, okay? I'm not. The fact that in COVID everyone received two checks to pay for food when nobody was working, like it was him. He need to deal with a pandemic. Him
Mm,
with his lack of knowledge, dude. Any president, you put Obama in the same situation that I want to believe is one of the best presidents that we had, and he wouldn't
mm.
know what to do with a pandemic. It was an international pandemic. We're
That's
not
that's
talking
that's
about,
actually that's actually not true because swine flu did not become a thing because they responded so well.
dude, COVID was at a different level. But
I
uh,
understand that, but what
my
I'm what
point is
I'm
like his first term, this term, God, I don't even know. I don't think a president needs to be in two terms
I
because they
do
become
I
too old.
do I do often point out the irony of once Trump was out of office, there was like this clamor for the vaccine, and it's like, yeah, you know that was done under the Trump administration, right?
Yeah.
Like that was all fast tracked and done.
And if we're
Yeah.
gonna be honest, I'm gonna touch immigration just a little bit. I've been talking a lot about it. You know, I don't appreciate people being separated. I don't appreciate many factors. Let's be honest. The first time that families were separated and put in a cage was on Obama,
Hmm.
and people
Well,
don't see that. It
well,
was,
yeah,
bro.
yeah, yes, yes, and no. So there's nuance there. The policy was enacted, but it wasn't enforced in quite the same way.
I remember I saw the news, dude,
No,
because I
no, they
was.
did it. I'm not saying they
Yeah,
didn't do
but what
it.
I'm saying is the media didn't use it right against Obama because
Right,
everybody loved Obama.
but what really happened though in terms of under Trump is Tom Homan at that time, I forget his official job title, but the director of DHS or whatever the fuck his job title was, they made a decision to basically make it zero tolerance. So there
I
was an
understand.
uptick, but the law existed, like the policy existed. They
The
just
police
weren't.
existed. And let's go back to the 80s, man. The riots and the raids in Chicago and in LA. At least now, at least now, they knock on the door and say, we're looking for Juanito Perez because he committed a crime. In the 80s in LA, they were going to factories and grab everyone. And let's see what happened after. I'm not saying that is right. I'm saying for
Well,
the sake of where we're coming right now,
they got
that
sued enough.
social
So.
media, no, but with social media, the information is not pure. I never
No.
said that it was pure, but it's worst, right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, well, that's okay. So, like, anytime immigration is a good example because anytime there's something that happens, like, okay, Trump signs the executive order changing how birthright citizenship is viewed, basically. And this is a problem of education because anyone who actually knows what the 14th Amendment says and how our government works, it's like you can't do that. You don't have the constitutional authority to interpret the Constitution. That is what the Supreme Court is for. So we're instantly like, he's going to get sued tomorrow, which is exactly what happened. And then while it's being adjudicated, it doesn't go into effect because it can't. And the Supreme Court's hearing, and a Supreme Court that heavily favors Trump is basically saying, because you can listen to this particular case, you can listen to the arguments, and they're virtually all being like, yeah, no, there's 150 years of case law that says you're fucking wrong. So, like, no.
Yeah, no,
And even if they agree with the sentiment, they're pointing this out, is it's like, okay, but the Constitution says how you interpret the Constitution, and that is not done via executive order. You cannot do that.
you cannot do that. But again,
I'm
the
pretty
big
sure he knows
problem
that.
that
I'm pretty
go
sure the
ahead.
whole Trump knows that's gonna happen.
Sure,
They're
yeah,
not going. No.
yeah, they're I'll be honest, I don't really understand what their strategy is, but they seem to be trying to, funnily enough, because for a camp that always bitches and moans about the courts being bogged down, their mission seems to be to bog down the courts more in every way they can possibly imagine.
The big problem I see in a general command, right, is that people forget their history.
Yeah.
Then they forget that the most intelligent and smart people and prepared are in the White House taking decisions and advising the president.
Are
Yes,
they though?
Jake. Believe it or not, bro,
Are they?
neither the three of us will get a job in the White House. Let's not
No,
forget that the
because we're
people that
too
get there.
smart.
No, Jake.
No,
That's
no, 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 no,
our
no, no,
ego
no, no,
is
no, no, no,
winning.
no. You cannot convince me
You
that
really think
Stephen
that you're smarter than
than
a
Stephen Miller?
presidential
Yes.
advisor?
Yes, I am
No,
way
bro.
fucking smarter
No.
than Stephen
Yeah, yeah,
Miller.
I sing better than Pavarotti then. It's not.
And
There's levels
I
here.
don't know about that. I mean, those people are certainly capable. I
Yeah, they
mean,
are.
Are
you
they? No, dude. No, 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 no. They're so incapable. They're so incapable. They don't even know how the Constitution works. That's how
No, no,
incompetent they
Jake.
are.
You just said correctly. You don't know what their plan is because their
They
plan
don't know
is
what
bigger
their
than
plan
us.
is
Of
because they
course
don't
they
know.
know,
No,
Jake.
they
Don't be
don't.
naive.
Dude. Okay, they had this big plan about
Do you want me
tariffs,
to take
right?
you serious? Don't say me do before a phrase.
Dude. No, dude. They had this big plan about tariffs, right? And they were gonna bring in so much revenue, and they fucking got kneecapped because they don't know how the Constitution works. They literally
Okay,
don't fucking know.
listen
And
to
now,
me.
no, now they're gonna have to pay tariff rebates to companies that paid it because they don't know the law.
I understand that you know politics, but you cannot be so arrogant to think that you know more than an advisor in the White House.
Dude, there have been some really dumb people in the White
No, no, no.
House.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm asking that is not real because
Do
if
you
not,
do you really
you
think
will
you're
be
not
an
smarter?
advisor in the
Do you really think you're not smarter than Jen Psaki? Really?
yes because
Really?
I don't have his knowledge, his
That's a her.
preparation, and I
I mean,
took
we don't know because these people
everything is created.
You're talking
yeah,
about
we might think they're stupid, but they're just being facetious on purpose. I'm
Of
pretty
course,
sure Jan
that's what I'm
knows that
saying.
he was lying.
That
He was
we're
prepared.
seeing what they want us to see because they're Machiavello. Do you read anyone read Machiavello here? Anyone?
yeah, I'm aware.
That's what's happening, dude.
But but
And
but
guess what?
here's the thing. So you have this is a Biden appointee. You have Karine Jean-Pierre
Yeah,
standing on a stage where she was present when Biden's brain fucking quit working.
yeah.
And she really thought she was going to be able to look into a camera and talk to reporters and say that he's sharp as a tack. She really thought that was going to work. And that's how
Okay,
delusional.
hold on a
Then, okay,
second.
maybe they're not stupid.
What are
Delusional?
you supposed to say?
Absolutely.
Our
I think
president lost it,
it
so we
was
go to
the plan. It
state?
was the plan. They had to stick to it. I mean, they
Yeah, they
couldn't
have to
That's
just.
stick to it.
dumb. That's dumb
No,
because
it's not dumb, Jake.
because it worked
What?
out so well for them.
Time out. Listen to me. So guess what she's supposed to say? Okay, I just want to tell you that he just went crazy. She got another reason, so we don't have a president. Thank you very much. They
No,
need
we
to
would have had a
keep this.
president.
Jake, they cannot put us in DEFCON 3 because somebody
No.
fart. Even we saw the fart and we smell the smell, bro.
No, but
You can't. You need
that's
to
just
preserve the government.
no. But that's you do preserve the government. There's a mechanism in place. It's the 25th Amendment. He's unfit, so you put the vice president and don't even tell me, not you, them. Don't even tell me you couldn't do it because
Yes,
you
you
did it too
could,
late,
but they needed to withdraw, sit down, and say what we're gonna do. We
which they
can.
should
She
have
cannot jump
done.
and say, "I know," but she couldn't not jump there and say, "You know what? We just fucked up. Bring the next guy." You can't do that
I'm
because the
aware.
government. So that's what happened.
Well, I mean, no, but the problem is, I'm not saying she should have gone out there that day. And I mean, but here's the thing.
Okay,
You
okay,
could
that changed the narrative that you're saying.
no, no,
I
no,
thought that
no,
you were
no,
talking
no,
about that
no,
moment
because
in
I'm
particular.
no, not in that instant, but what she shouldn't have done was after his brain
Ah,
shut
shoulda, woulda,
off.
Brody.
Well, I know, but here's the thing. These people are allegedly intelligent. Like you can't you're telling me nobody in that room was like, I think we
In the
shouldn't do
back, probably
this.
they say he's going crazy, But if we do this,
And they're
that's
not
gonna happen.
intelligent,
If we
and they're
do
not
this, we're
intelligent
gonna.
enough to do something
They are
about it.
intelligent, man. I don't
I
Yeah,
think
but
that is fair.
they can't come clean to the public. They can't come to the public and be like our president can't
They can't.
string a sentence together. I mean, because people are gonna overreact.
Okay, let me
No,
put
but
a
People.
what
simple. Let me put it even easier example, because that example is too heavy. Remember when Donald Trump pooped his pants like a month ago?
did we confirm that, or did he just have a
Thank
questionable
you.
fart?
I
Thank you.
don't think that.
Even he got a fart. Why should we say, Mr. President, what do you have for breakfast? No, dude. They suck it up. They let the media stop
Literally.
it. They
They
not.
pretend it's
Yeah,
not
but
real.
you
Yeah.
suck it up. He fired because he's human, buddy. Right? But my point is, so we make it softer than the Biden thing. What they want to do, because he's so smart, like, hey, Mr. President, that was a top burrito. The president feel like, no, dude, you suck it up. You go back and say, hey, you throw a big one, Mr. President. Who? It was bad. What are we gonna do about it? And 17 people, especially, will be like, we use it in our favor. Use it back because there's a space in every business and in every government that is damage control. So damage control is
And I
working 34/7.
and I get that, but if they were smarter, they'd do a better job of damage
I
control.
don't
That's
think
for
it's fair,
sure.
bro, because it's like me saying that right now they fired Trump and they put me as president. Probably will fucked up many times,
Sure.
regardless of my IQ, because
You're always going to be able to see through it. I mean, smart people are always going to be able to see through it, and dumb people are always going to be fooled.
Exactly. So
So,
hire smart people to be your inner circle. Don't hire
no,
ideological yes men.
educate the world around,
Too difficult.
because the
People
big
don't want to
problem
be
of
educated.
America that we have in America is lack of education and lack of culture,
But people
because
don't
the
want to be
people look,
educated. That's why social media
bro,
is a thing to begin
that
with.
exactly, because people are so dumb. Sorry, audience, you can choose to learn more and keep watching us, or don't give a fuck and walk away. We can live without you, the ones that are dumb. I'm serious. The reality is that if you want to be better for your country, what JFK said, don't
Ask
ask
not
what
what
the
your
work,
country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
just read a little, motherfuckers. Just read a little. It's
I'm
not
sorry.
hard.
It was more like
When I say
ask
read,
not what your country can do for you.
that's what
when I
We
say
I'm
read,
choose
I'm
to
not
go to
talking
the
about posts
we
on
choose to
Facebook and
go to the moon
Instagram.
not because it is easy, but because it is hard.
saying.
Then don't start with the moon landing, dude. Please don't stop with that, because it's been so many years that I've been saying so many times. I'm gonna say something to the audience, and this is how I'm gonna rest it really fast. Remember when we saw the moon landing on the moon? I mean, the rocket landing on the moon? Who was the fucking cameraman, you fucking idiots?
What do
You
you mean?
you do know that they
It,
put the camera up first and then recorded them exiting the spaceship, right?
Jake, the technology in 1969, you can even roll a fucking window without the thing going out.
Sure you can. It's just a
The
radio signal.
bro, radio signal doesn't work like that.
Yes, it does. It
Bro,
absolutely works like
today in
that.
2026, sometimes I call you and you tell me, I don't know what, I'm not getting the signal. Dude, that didn't happen. And you tell me that we actually land on the moon of the 69, it was not a line premeditated to stop the Russians?
Well, I mean, it was, but that's why we landed on the moon. And you know how I know we landed on the moon? Because there is still, to this day, a laser target where you can shoot a fucking laser at it and it bounces back to you. If that target
Yeah,
wasn't
you mean
there,
the
it
flag
wouldn't
that
bounce.
moves with the wind?
It doesn't move with the
Yeah.
wind. Oh my God.
Oh, because in the video that I saw repeated times, it moves.
It can move. That
The
doesn't mean
flag
there's
moves.
wind.
There's no gravity to
There
it.
is gravity on the
It
moon.
will go like this. Not
No, there's
gravity on the
gravity on the
moon,
moon.
dude. What are you talking
There's
about?
gravity on the
Not to do
moon.
that.
They didn't
Not
float.
to do
There's
that,
just
buddy.
less gravity. There's just less gravity.
Yeah, not to hold that.
You
So you're
I'm not
saying
ready
that
to believe
that
that the
Americans
moon
land on the
landing.
moon? Okay, this guy got the middle. Pan, did Americans land on the moon? Yes or no?
Of course they did.
Fuck, what I'm doing in this
Well, see,
podcast.
Virus, what they were going to do is they were going to fake it. And then NASA came back and said, listen, this is going to be really, really difficult. So we're just going to have to shoot it on location.
Okay, I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. It's going to be really difficult to transfer. We're going to film it, and that's going to pass to the audience, and we're going to go and let there because it's really hard. and what you're asking me, Mr. President, is not going to be able to happen. You're going to talk to somebody, and what we saw, well, not we're too young, but what people saw, it was in a stage. The reality is that maybe they're. I don't think that they were there. Did you saw the conference, the last conference? What happened with the astronauts?
Yeah.
When he
The
said,
Artemis
"This
2?
is the first time that a person comes to the moon," and the guy look at him and like, "Oh no, let me rephrase that. Like lately." They say it, bro. They make an interview with Neil Armstrong in a show
Okay,
and
dude, but
repeatedly tell.
even okay, let's assume for a moment, which I don't believe, but let's assume for a moment that uh, the first Apollo mission to land on the moon was fake. We have subsequently landed on the moon. We
Oh
have
yeah,
done
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah. I'm talking about that time.
But no,
I'm
I
talking
mean,
about that time.
Then
I don't
what
think
does
they
it
land.
matter then? What does it matter then that they faked it once and then they went 17 more times?
It matters
Where's
because they create a politician, really smart people in the White House. Going back to the topic, to stop the evolution of the Russian fact that they were trying to beat America on that. That collapse, I mean, not collapse, that generates so many different layers that put America in the top, because back in 1969, Russia and America, they were toe to toe. But when they got beaten, right, America evolved and Russia become like shit till the
well, I mean,
perestroika.
that's more communism, but sure.
But what I'm saying is, okay, so I'm totally clear. I don't think that the landing that we saw was how it happened. That's what I'm saying. The landing that we saw, it was filmed by Stanley Kubrick. That there's a fact that he convinced that, dude, I'm serious.
maybe? I mean, maybe we don't know. We
We don't
don't know.
know.
I don't know.
My
but
point is
we
like everything is
do know.
manipulative. That
I
really
mean,
smart people are managing
I
things.
think it's real, but what can I? I
They
mean,
did they did
technology has
they took
taken
they took
such big leaps
pictures.
in the last 20 years.
They
I
took
mean,
Yeah, no.
pictures of
Now
Neil
I'm not saying
Armstrong
that
and Buzz
today
Aldrin's
they didn't do
footprints
it.
it's
were
almost.
already
Dude,
I mean,
there.
everything's explained. I mean, you got the numbers, you got the math, you got the stories. I mean, it's very, very hard to fake. I mean, it's almost impossible, man. It would take like
mm,
the
if somebody
like
will fake it, it's the American government because it's the best in the world for
dude,
everything.
the Russians would have blown the cover
They
of
did.
the
No, they didn't.
when.
I'm gonna put over there several documentaries that they prove is files that they've been released by Donald Trump from the CIA and the FBI that they're proving that, guys. Just read a little.
I
I'm not
don't
talking
think
about
they.
conspiracies. Yes, Jake. When you put that face, I'm gonna send it to you to tell me later. Oh, you were right, buddy.
Okay, send it to me.
I'm gonna fucking find it and put it there because Russians, their first claim was this is not real.
Well,
Why?
because the
Because
USSR was well known for telling the truth to the rest of the world.
no, but at least back in the day we have the true and the lie, dude. Now we have John Stevens from
I mean, but
Arkansas
That's right.
posting
Yeah,
it.
they did an episode of MythBusters about this.
yeah. I mean, we believe in satellites, right? I mean, we
Yeah.
know
Right.
so why wouldn't we believe that a rocket went to the moon? I mean, I don't think what's the limiting factor here? Why
The
can't we?
limiting factor is you cannot land in the moon and return.
Yes, you
Back in the
can.
day.
You
In the
absolutely
day
can.
you can.
But yeah, they invented the way to fucking do it.
Okay, yeah. I mean, again, that's fine. I'm gonna give up
Watch the
because
movie Hidden Figures. They both landed on the moon and defeated racism. Not really.
helpless. What I'm trying to say again, so it's not misunderstanding. I'm saying that the people that was behind that successful story or that big lie is just smarter people that work in the White House that surround whoever president that it is, right? That we need to see a lot of facts before we saying they're stupid, they're losers, they're fucking because the smarter people in the smarter they're cutting out pen.
Besides, we're not just talking about one person. Every politician that we can mention, they have a team behind them. It's
Mm-hmm.
not that they're taking their decisions all
And
by
that's what I've been
themselves. It's
trying
not
to
like that.
say. That when Jake says that they're all dumb, that they could do better, yes. But dude, they're really smart people.
I
Why?
did.
Because
To be fair, I didn't say they were all dumb. I said they were dumb people in there, and the smart people
Some
should
of them,
pay
look.
yeah.
taxes.
And the smart
Tomato,
people should
tomato.
look at them and say, "You need to shut the fuck up."
Or They're talking bullshit on purpose to deviate. It's a cloud of information
I don't
always
know, man.
protects the government.
I've seen videos of Stephen Miller in college, and I think he's been a fucking moron his entire
I
life.
know, buddy, but how many times you see somebody shoot in American soil as a war? I'm not talking about like we don't have wars in America. We are involved in wars. How many times, even all the poverty that everybody complain, this is the only country that a home person is carrying an iPhone 18, right, and an Apple Watch,
I'm,
and they have support by the government.
I'm not sure where you're going
They
with this.
I'm going.
Oh, really?
Everybody complains about all the problems to America. They haven't even look outside. Open up, people. The world is bigger than just America, and there's other governments that are way worse.
I, I, I
Or
don't disagree. I'm not sure where you're going with this.
My point is that the same thing. We need to educate ourselves before jumping into a conclusion based on what we saw on social media because we're creating politician content. That's why we gotta start with this.
Oh, okay.
That's
We're
where we
circling
start
back.
this.
I got you. I
one
got you.
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
the main qualities that you should have as a politician, especially now that technology allows it, is that you have to be able to get people to trust you. If you're not like back then when we didn't have technology, you could be like a real scumbag and be in a position of power, and nobody would know. Nobody would even know what your name is or what your voice sounds like. But now, everybody knows who everybody is. So if you're in a position of power, you have to be able to be a public speaker.
Bravo,
You can't
Cam.
just hide in your own to take decisions.
Bravo. And that is actually a perfect segue into our second sponsor of the evening, Digital Democracy, from our friends at Freedom is Now Coalition. Take a look. You didn't even know to set that up. That was beautiful.
Discover Digital Democracy, or DD, a platform truly owned by the people, for the people, empowering them to take charge of democracy. DD ensures all candidates from every party are given equal opportunities to present their ideas, winning
you
support
actually
through
believe
integrity
that
and
they
merit,
didn't land on
not wealth or influence. Compare and evaluate candidates with simple report cards and community discussions. See where their funding comes from, track their campaign promises, and identify conflicts of interest. Experience true transparency and accountability, ensuring every candidate, no matter who they are, actually represents their voters. Plus, engage directly with politicians in real time, fostering meaningful conversations. You can even propose your own policy ideas, shaping reforms at the local, state, or national levels. To complete the process, make your voice heard by participating in open primaries through debates, town halls, and forums that drive true democratic change.
Oh, yeah. Because
It puts
everything's
people back in the driver's seat and redefines our political system. Imagine a Congress filled with politicians from multiple parties,
Even the
working
truth.
together for all Americans. Your trusted neighbor, mentor, or friend is running with your support and without the influence of corporate money or agendas.
We are back in
Politicians no longer have to spend all
10,
their time dialing for dollars and can focus on representing their communities
5,
instead.
Learn more at hub.futureis.org.
3, 2,
The other side.
we're back.
Yeah, we're touching our finger like the creation.
Oh, the
I don't know if
creation
it's
of Adam.
working. Adam didn't
Go.
exist. God damn it. Here we go again.
Hey, I know a guy named Adam.
Me too. Warlock. Amazing guy. Really powerful. Okay, I mean, why went the short? Our producer told us to not get too angry with each other because we need to respect
I
everyone
said fuck
idea.
off
So
because
fuck
any-
you, Jake!
I said fuck off because anybody that thinks Stephen Miller is smart, I can't.
Okay, let me tell you something really funny that I watched online before we jump in our next segment that we're running out of time. Because at the end we just talk about two movies. But have you guys seen the AI trailer about Steve Hopkins? And I posted today. Have you guys seen it in my stories? Go to WTF Max Forsen, right? That's my new user. Who the fuck is Max Forsen? I know H. Sorry, who the fuck? And dude, they put Tesla, right? The guy from Tesla, Elon Musk. What is the name of the amazing astrophysics, the black guy? Oh, I forgot
Oh,
his name.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
No, I don't think that's the one.
Astrophysicist?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Neil
Neil
deGrasse
deGrasse
Tyson.
Tyson. So you cut out.
Oh,
He
my bad.
got to discover everything, and then he goes and take the kid that did the $1 billion Bitcoin. Say somebody's messing with reality, kind of Back to the Future, but in a serious context. And then Steve Hawking's like, "I got you, I got." It's like cool, funny, but actually, and they put real people, right? And then the creator of Macintosh, I mean the from Microsoft, what's his name?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates is like, you should come to me first and try to kill him. It's really good. It's in my stories today. It's really good, man. I will tag you guys.
I think you
Because
sent it to me. I just didn't open it yet.
did you? If you, I don't think you opened 5% of what I send you on
I
Instagram.
really don't. I'm not on Instagram.
I know.
I'm hardly even on Instagram.
Why?
I don't. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm on Instagram. I don't use it.
Not because the general audience just posts stupid things. That doesn't mean that it's not a good social media that we can use for good things.
Oh, I know.
I don't think I like social media though. I don't think I like it.
No, but me neither. But it's
I
like
honestly,
cancer.
if
It's
I
around.
wasn't uploading clips all the time, I honestly think I would just get rid of it.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean,
I understand, but sadly, today I was taking a coffee, right? Went for a walk, and I saw in a coffee shop, and the guy that makes the coffee told me, "Hey, how's the tourist going?" I said, "Oh, it's gonna start next year." And another new worker, she gotta be 22. I mean, what kind of music do you do? Say, "Oh, like you too." You went like this. I say, "Really? You don't know who you two?" And the guy look at her like, "You don't know who you two is?" And the guy's like, "I've been in Ireland." The girl's like, "No." I said, "But you know who Taylor Swift
Well, yeah.
and Bad Bunny is, right?" "Yeah." I say, "Do you have Spotify?" "No." "You got iTunes?" "No." "But you got Instagram?" Huh?" "Yeah." I go like, dude. So I asked Ash, our AI, how I can communicate and tell me you are a more raw 21 pilots, right? But with power, or taking the pop out, Imagine Dragons. So I told her that. He's like, oh, that's amazing. Yeah, it's not about the culture that you know.
Yeah.
Nowadays, the culture that you watch in social media.
Well, I
So
mean,
yeah.
sadly,
that's kind of true too. Like you couldn't have come to me and when I was, well, no, that's not true. You could have referenced the Beatles. I would have known who you were talking about. I've got to think of a better example. Who's
but my point is they don't see past social media people anymore
Well, right, but if
because you
my
got free
parents had,
access.
yeah, but if my parents had come up to me when I was like 15 and been like, "Oh yeah, he's like, I make music like Conway Twitty." I'm like, "Who the fuck is Conway
Really, I want to
Twitty?"
meet your parents. I get it, dude. I
I
get
only
it.
know who Conway
Not
Twitty is because of that
yeah,
Family Guy
but
joke.
I was talking about you too. I wasn't talking
I
about
know
Cowboy
there
Tweety.
was a time when Conway Twitty would have been a reference that most people would have gotten,
Well, I understand. Sometimes I
particularly
mention to
south of the
musicians
Mason-Dixon
if they
line.
have. I know, but sometimes I mention to musicians they know who Muddy Waters is, and they're like, "Who?" I'm like, dude, he teach James Brown, right?
Fair enough.
The Rolling Stones are named like that because a Muddy Waters song, right? I understand that there's some type of music, but we're talking about you too.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, I would be legitimately surprised if
It's like
somebody
if I
didn't.
say Bon Jovi, you're like, who's Bon Jovi, right?
I believe that before you too, honestly.
Actually, she knew who Bon Jovi was.
Well, because Bon Jovi's awesome and you too is eh.
I can't do this anymore, Mr. Ben. I seriously
Dude, I
can't.
just
You
I
really,
can't explain
I
why.
love Bon Jovi.
I cannot
I love
explain
Bon
why I
Jovi
never got into you two. I just didn't.
because you're down IQ, because your lack of empathism, because your lack of involvement
Wait,
of
did you say
music. I don't know.
impetism?
It's a new word.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna hashtag empathism and make it famous, and sooner or later, people are gonna start using it.
Oh, kind of like irregardless.
Like, dude, when somebody say that, I really want to slap them in the face.
But the good thing
Yeah.
is you know instantly what side of the political aisle they're on.
Yeah,
Because
stupidarians,
liberals don't use
stupidarians.
the word irregardless.
Actually, I'm gonna open a new party called Stupidarians. Oh, we got a lot of followers for sure.
You're gonna have a full roster.
A full roster. Hey, you wanna be my media person, Jake?
It's just going to turn into idiocracy. Be like, cause listen, you talk like you're kind of tarded.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, dude, but we need a quick shift in education really fast, man, because learning from each other is just not working.
What we need
No.
to do
Yeah,
is
that's the thing. Social media is teaching.
we need to stop
From each
teaching
other.
people how to. I mean, we need to stop teaching people what to think and teach them how to think.
So deep, dude.
So deep, bro.
So deep, bro.
Anyway,
So
I've got a
deep.
political movie, and this one might surprise you. And Max, I think you'll appreciate it. I'm sorry, Virus. I think you'll appreciate it. Who's Max?
Just for the record, Max and Virus are the same person.
I'm sorry. I watched a Goofy movie recently. I'm all fucked up.
I'm listening.
Star Wars Episode One: The Phantom Menace.
What?
It's a
I mean,
wonderful political film.
yeah, the bad guy's a senator.
So,
Well, no, not only that, you understand
oh yeah,
political.
shit, yeah, the Phantom Menace. My my brain didn't recognize that you say Star Wars because you
Yeah.
hate Star Wars and you always talk about Star Trek. I go like, why he's talking about this? Yeah, yeah, it's a really political
Because
movie. I mean, the whole
unlike
trilogy is political.
Yeah, but unlike some people, I actually like to get into the minutia of intergalactic trade treaties.
The only intergalactic that I like is the Beastie Boys. That's the only intergalactic thing.
Hey, you do
Okay,
have to fight for your right to party.
yeah, I just want to say something before we go. A movie that if you're a person that loves movies, you need to be a fan of movies. In 1939, Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. That is a real movie that if you watch it, it makes sense today.
It'll
It's
make you
still in
mad
vogue.
because it's the same shit.
All right. Obviously, we don't have time to go to the 100 top songs in the Britpop, right? But I'm just gonna go the top 10. That sounds good to you guys.
Let's do it.
All right. I send it to you if you want to cooperate. The
Top 10.
top 19 in their Instagram. The Smiths, There Is Light That Never Goes Out. I don't even know
Wait,
what
is
the
this
song.
of all time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Amy Winehouse, Back to Black. I think it deserves a number 18.
You know what? My mind wouldn't have gone there, but after you saying that,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is the whole time from Britpop. So that means rock and pop over there, right?
Yeah.
17 Oasis, Don't Look Back in Anger. I think belongs there.
Yeah.
Great.
16 Stereophonics, Dakota.
I don't think I've heard that one.
Number 15, Joy Division, Love Will Tear Us Apart.
Great
Joy
song.
Division, 2 days ago or 3 days ago, they were inducted to the Hall of Fame,
Yeah.
the Rock Hall of Fame. 14 Oasis again. Oasis is around the list. ACQUIESCE. Jake, how I pronounce that?
Wait, what is it?
ACQUIESCE.
Acquiesce?
Yes.
Acquiesce. There you go. Number 13, I think this belongs here. David Bowie, Heroes. I was
And
2
I don't-
seconds away to do Heroes instead of Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
I love this song.
Fun fact, though, speaking of movies and education, I learned the word acquiesce from Pirates of the Caribbean: The Curse of the Black Pearl.
I learned
There you go.
partake. I learned partake.
There- Media educates you.
Yeah, if you watch it from a real media, not John Smith from North Dakota posting, put your nail in your ear to cure cancer. 12 Sam
No,
Fender,
Virus, it goes in
17
your
going
butt.
under.
Everybody
Yeah,
knows
Also
that.
goes in your
That
butt.
makes sense. Stupid. Number 10, are you ready? Courtineers, no 19 forever. I really don't know who the Courtineers are.
I do not.
They sound like the Oneiders. That reference from All That Thing You Do. Number 9, Fleetwood Mac, The Chain. Number 8, Arctic Monkeys with 505. Agreed. Number 7, The Verb with Bittersweet Symphony, if they stole it and get sued about it. Number 6, The Rolling Stones, Give Me Shelter. And are you ready for the top 5 of the history in London? I mean, in UK. Are you ready, guys?
Yeah.
Oasis, Champagne Supernova, number 5.
Yeah.
Number 4, Oasis, Slide Away. The Stone Roses, I Am the Resurrection. Number two, Bohemian Rhapsody from Queen. And number one, Oasis Live Forever. So you got Oasis in three things.
I mean, they were
And
kind of a big deal.
they still are. Their new
Yeah,
tour is
that's fair.
relevant.
That's fair.
Now, and let me be honest, I never went into Oasis. I know I say, cause maybe, and that's the only thing I know about Oasis. I never liked the Gallaghers fighting to each other and being brothers and fighting. I found that too English, right? Taking a pint and getting to a fight, right? But
Very
but
talented.
yeah, the next, just remember to visit our 69 verse, number 6, number 9 verse like the universe.com. If you want to promote something, Alexander.
Google's free, y'all.
I would like to promote people to be kinder to each other.
Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here. Who likes Pam?
I'm
Who
sick and
likes
tired
Pam?
of people argue over politics. I can't take it anymore, especially Americans. I don't believe
David
the.
Bowie said correctly. Correctly. I'm afraid of Americans. I'm afraid of the
Yeah,
world. I can
he
pray. I
did.
can help it. I'm afraid of. Yeah.
He
He
did
did
say
it
it.
in 1993. 1993. What a great album, by the way. Jake, any
Earthling.
message for your audience?
Yeah.
I
I
agree with
mean,
the sentiment, but I don't think we should be afraid to debate. But what happens in debates now is everybody takes everything so personally.
yeah.
It's like
Because
Stop! You're hurting me.
somewhere along the way, people started thinking that winning a debate means belittling your opponent, and that just automatically makes you win the debate.
no. In fact,
And
those of us that know how to debate is if you steel man your opponent and you win, then you're right.
of course,
If you straw man them, that's not a victory. That's you being
that's
an asshole.
yeah, that's throwing a tantrum. Yeah, like the way I understand debates is you get on stage and you expose your idea.
Mhm.
You don't try to convince people. You don't try to belittle your opponent. You don't go off tangents and anecdotal evidence. You just present your idea and let people work on that.
I prefer
And then your opponent,
yeah, I prefer more of a dialogue style debate because it's like, hey, you and I could debate any topic, and there may be things I don't know about the thing, and then you drop some knowledge on me, and I'm like, oh, that instantly shifts my perspective because I didn't know that because it's not possible to know everything.
let's assume that you and me are going into a debate and we don't have the end goal of changing the other person's mind. I don't want to change your mind, you don't want to change my mind, but we are debating. So what we're going to do is we're going to take time and we're going to expose our ideas and we're going to try and explain why
You pressure test them, yeah.
At the end of the day, it's about culture, education, and respect. I don't expect that you two pair of idiots understand what I say that about the moon. But I love you and I respect you, right? And I'm gonna listen to your points. And
yeah.
again, I'm gonna quote another movie. Education is the key, guys, and that's the reality.
I will leave our audience with one question. Okay. We can debate the moon landing all we want, but the real question is what kind of cheese is it made of?
I just want to say
Obviously.
something. I wanna say something that is really important for me, and I want to share it with you guys and the audience. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I always want to say that
Oh,
live.
so atrocious.
It's so atrocious.
But
For the people
also
that don't know,
sounds
it's Mary
precocious.
Poppins. Are you precocious?
Well, you didn't say it loud enough, so it's just
Okay.
atrocious. God, I hate
uh,
Mary Poppins so much.
you really hate her?
I hate Mary
I
Poppins.
think that she was on
So
drugs and she was a
well,
drug dealer.
she was clearly giving drugs to the children.
Totally. I mean, at the end of the day, she wanted to hang with the guys that clean the chimneys. So
And
I don't know.
they were clearly of sound mind. Let me tell you, inhaling all
You
that
don't understand
coal dust.
the subtext is clean my chimney.
That's just dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why they need to clean it. Stupid.
um, yeah, no, I mean, I hate that we need to go, but the reality is that in a serious note, just educate yourself, people, before you go and jump saying because you saw a post on social media because you the other day somebody told me, have you heard that they have a cure for cancer? So where you watch it in Facebook, I say, okay, that's it. Where is your
Yeah,
source?
you have to open your mind to conflicting ideas. You don't have to believe them, but you have to open your ears and your mind. You have to listen to people.
There are so many things that I don't agree with, but I can definitely understand why certain people do. I can wrap my head around the logic.
Yeah, it's a matter of education and respect
Like
because if we
yellow
don't respect
cars.
each other, like yellow cars, I mean, dude, bro, I'm
I
with
don't
you.
I don't get it,
Like
but
like the Beatles,
maybe
I
that's
don't
why I
get
hate
them, but
yellow
people like
cars.
it. Do you know
Actually,
the story? What they call a yellow car? What they call the song Yellow Submarine? You got the story? Do we have 3 minutes?
I assume they were high.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's a
Yeah,
really cool
but
story. Really fast. You guys, I don't know if you guys know a band called Roxy Music. In the earlies, the keyboard player was Brian Eno. Then he became the producer from U2, right? With Steve Lilley White, they create the explosion of U2, Joshua Tree, Rattle and Hum, blah blah blah. So Brian Eno was the keyboard player of Roxy Music. So back in the day when they wanted to get high, in New York they go to the dentist, and inside the dentist office they share a thing. So when they go out, it's like, I just came from the dentist. That's how people used to do it in a level, right? I'm not talking about Harlem, right? American Gangster. I mean a famous person. So they run to each other in the dentist office, and they got a lot of back in the Molly, and ecstasies and acids. And when they went down, this is real. This is real. I studied musical production
this
history of
is
the
real, but
music.
the moon landing isn't.
Of course. Do you see what about respect here? What about respect here? Anyway,
Since when on this show?
sit and spin, bro.
Love you
Sit
too,
and
buddy.
spin. That's another quote from a movie, Rockstar by Mark Wahlberg. Anyway, so the guy's like, "Hey, mate, we're gonna go back to our hotel." And Brian Eno stop stop in the street because nobody was stopping, and he stopped a yellow thing. And at that point, they were saying that the whole conversation, like, we want to make a song about a trip, right? And they jump into the thing, and I think was George Harrison yelled from the window, right? We're a yellow submarine, and they left. Brian Eno in his trip, it works to walk in the street, right? He did it again, but this time the car didn't stop, and he hit him. He broke his 2 arms and his 2 legs. So he spent 2.5 months in the hospital recovering, in the 60s with all the limbs up. And the only entertainment that he got was listening to baseball games and music. And they opened the window. So he got the music, the radio with the sound that, and he invented the ambient music, what we listen now in the elevators. He
Hmm.
invented Brian Eno, the ambient, because of the Yellow Submarine. So there you go, a little knowledge, and this is real. That's my story, and I stick to it.
Incidentally, Yellow Submarine is why I hate the Beatles.
Yeah, really. Hmm,
The
I
movie
just
or the
I
song?
think they're over. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us, and the world would be as one.
It just always go back to we all live in a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine, a yellow submarine. What do we live in? A yellow
In
submarine.
a yellow submarine, dude. They were high. Leave them alone. They
No
were in a taxi.
shit, but don't call them musical geniuses when that is
I agree
in
with
their
you. They were
catalog.
really good musicians.
Were they
If you
though?
put
Paul
they
McCartney,
were
yes.
now.
Fair.
I don't. People keep saying that they were in sync from the 50s, dude. At the end of the 50s, they were in sync. They four were dressed the same. They
Hey
have the
man,
same haircut, and
I've seen the video where Chuck Berry looks like he wants to slap Yoko.
yeah,
Yeah,
well, well,
yeah. He's
well.
making these faces like, what's going on right now?
All right, roll with it.
Thank you very much, everyone. See you soon. Remember to go to www.r69verse.com and check us out and take care.
Bye.